Bismillah, and peace be upon you, dear listeners. Today we embark on a profound journey, one that links the timeless wisdom of the Qur'an and with the cutting-edge discoveries of nuclear physics and cosmology. It is vital to begin with a reminder. The Qur'an is not a book of science, but it is a book of signs. It encourages reflection, critical thinking, and curiosity. The verses we explore today are not meant to be scientific theories, but spiritual guideposts that often resonate strikingly with what modern science has uncovered. Part 1. The Atom. A Quranic hint. Let's begin with this verse. Not even the weight of a particle in the heavens or the earth escapes his knowledge. Surah Saba 34:3. The Arabic word here is zara, historically used to refer to the smallest visible particle, a dust mote. Yet today, it aligns with what we call the atom, and perhaps even smaller particles like quarks or neutrinos. This verse asserts that even the most infinitesimal element of existence is within God's knowledge. Not only does this evoke spiritual awe, but it hints at the precision and depth with which the Qur'an refers to the nature of creation. Part 2. Iron and nuclear force. One of the most fascinating Quranic verses in relation to physics is, "And we sent down iron, in which is strong power and benefits for mankind." Surah Al-Hadid 57-25. The phrase "sent down" is especially intriguing. Iron cannot be formed naturally on Earth. Its atomic number, 26, requires more energy than our planet's core could provide. Instead, iron forms in massive stars during supernova explosions and is scattered across the galaxy. This process means iron literally came from the heavens in the form of cosmic debris. Is it a coincidence that the Qur'an phrases it as "sent down"? Moreover, the verse mentions strong power. In nuclear physics, there exists a fundamental interaction known as the strong nuclear force, the strongest of the four known fundamental forces. It holds the nuclei of atoms together. Could this be more than metaphor? It appears to be a poetic yet precise reflection of nature's inner design. Part 3. Light. The duality of reality. Allah is the light of the heavens and the earth. Surah An-Nur 24:35. Light, both a metaphor and a mystery. In physics, light exhibits duality. It behaves both as a wave and as a particle. This dual nature puzzled scientists for centuries. It wasn't until the 20th century that quantum mechanics began to offer some explanation. Now consider the Qur'an's reference to Allah as light. It is not just symbolic. It could also reflect a divine principle embedded in reality itself, the idea that light is the source of both visibility and knowledge. This verse, in a spiritual and perhaps scientific sense, reflects the centrality of light in understanding the universe. Part 4. Encouragement to explore. The Qur'an repeatedly encourages observation and contemplation. Do they not look at the camels, how they are created, and at the sky, how it is raised? Surah Al-Ghashiyah 88:17-18. This is not idle poetry. This is a call to scientific curiosity. The Qur'an doesn't discourage science, it necessitates it. The early Islamic Golden Age was built on this spirit. Scholars like Al-Khwarizmi, father of algebra, Ibn al-Haytham, pioneer of optics, and Jabir ibn Hayyan, father of chemistry, didn't see conflict between faith and science. They saw them as inseparable. Part 5. Time and relativity. A day with your Lord is like 1,000 years of what you count. Surah Al-Hajj 22:47. Time, as we know today from Einstein's theory of relativity, is not absolute. It can stretch and compress depending on speed and gravity. Again, the Qur'an's language is open-ended and multidimensional. This is a remarkable conceptual overlap with what modern physics only recently began to grasp. That time is not fixed, and divine time may operate on a different scale altogether. Part 6. The expanding universe. And the heaven we constructed with strength, And indeed, we are still expanding it. Surah Ad-Dariyat 51:47. In the 20th century, Edwin Hubble confirmed that galaxies are moving away from each other. The universe is expanding. The Qur'an, 1,400 years ago, described the dynamic nature of the cosmos, long before telescopes and satellites. This verse doesn't just suggest expansion, it affirms that it is ongoing. The use of the present tense, we are expanding, in Arabic, lamusiyun, aligns perfectly with current cosmological observations. Part 7. From Clay to DNA. We created man from an extract of clay. Surah Al-Mu'minun 23:12. Modern biology confirms that the elements found in the human body, carbon, calcium, potassium, iron, are abundantly found in soil and clay. This is not a contradiction of evolution or cellular biology. It is a poetic encapsulation of our biochemical origins. Clay, as a mixture of minerals and organic material, is a fitting metaphor, and perhaps more than metaphor, for life's material beginning. Final reflection. When we step back and examine these verses not as scientific proofs, but as divine invitations to reflect, we find something remarkable. The Qur'an does not teach science, but it guides the scientist. It encourages observation, humility, and wonder. It reminds us that the more we uncover about the tiny mysteries of the atom, the more we are drawn to the infinite majesty of the Creator. Thank you for joining this deep exploration of faith and physics. May your journey through knowledge always bring you closer to wisdom and peace. Until next time, stay curious and stay connected. Peace be upon you.